Well, I did another haircut. I can't really tell because I can't really see it. And of course, I can't see the camera because the light wants to glare on it. Yeah, you know, oh well. No sense complaining about the obvious. But anyway, I kind of showed off or tried to. And then I go watch the video and see what it looks like, right? I really don't know what. I might end up looking like I got a mullet or something because I really couldn't see my hair. But anyway, I did cut it. It needed it. I used a 3 this time on the guard, and I probably could have got away with well, I don't know. I was trying to use a 6 and it didn't work, so I used a 3. I think I got it more or less down a little bit, but like I said, I can't really see the camera. I went over to my store shed. Kind of got stuff a little bit organized, but I got way too much junk. And what I think I'm going to try to do is run a bunch of pictures, produce a bunch of pictures, run them into my computer, and create a PDF, and then go and do an auction. Yeah, I think that's what I'll try to do. I don't know. Um, Most of my stuff ain't no good. I mean, it means something to me. It's valuable to me. It's like my tools, you know. They're all Harbor Freight tools, and most of them are Harbor Freight tools. And you know, the pawn shops, they don't want Harbor Freight. They want Snap-on and Mac tools, and they want the tools that nobody brings in because, you know, if you could afford Snap-ons and Macs and stuff, and you're pawning them, you got some issues. Of course, if you're a thief and you're stealing Mac tools, yeah, they don't care where they come from. They look at something and obviously know it's coming from a thief, and they'll still buy it. This is Houston. They'll give rat's ass. Of course, they'll tell the cops, you know, a different story, and they'll tell you a different story. But you know, now I got a brand new saw that's still in the box, never been opened. Now, if I wanted to sell that to them, they'd want to see a receipt, and of course, then they'd only want to give me maybe a third of what I paid for it. But I bought it because it's on sale. I mean, it was $180 or $187, something like that. And to me, that was a darn good price for a laser guided. I think it's a 10-inch radio arm saw, compound. I think it's a compound miter saw. I think. I know it's a radio arm saw. I mean, a compound miter. I know it's not the old school radio arm saw, you know, that you pull forward and you got a table and, you know, it's on a stand. No, it's not that. But I think it's a compound miter though. I think you can do miters 2 ways. I think. But anyway, I did go through my store shed and kind of sort of cleaned it up a little bit. I had to take care of something really fast, so I had to stop. And they closed early today, so I didn't want to go back over there and get myself caught at closing time. You know, people waiting on me to close the gates. This one here charges $10 an hour after hours. So yeah, I didn't want that to happen. I can't afford that. Let them people go home. But another thing I did, I've come to the conclusion. I bought rigid foam so that I can insulate this little part back here that when I put my little pipes up and stuff and tarp and got this little spot here that's all closed in. Well, I bought that rigid foam, but the problem is the car is not rigid and the car is not flexible and the foam ain't flexible. So they have mutual agreement. They're not going to work for me. So what I got to do, I don't know how I messed that up. Oh well, old car. I tried to tape and it didn't want to be taped. I think I touched it or something and decided to come apart. But anyway, it ain't rattling, I don't think. So, oh well. But what I think I'm going to end up doing is maybe finding me a quilt, not a quilt, but a wool blanket. That way, when I put the insulated foam up, I could put that blanket up over and clip it here to this, where's the camera at? Oh, right here. Camera's right there. So clip it to this arm on either side, and I don't know, use magnets or something to stick it up there, and then down the sides. And then I know I can use magnets on the sides, and that way the wool blanket will be it'll insulate it better than that foam will. But that foam has got big old gaps over here, big old gap over here on both sides of the door, and then the back is open too, with nothing but a tarp. So yeah, if I had a blanket, a wool blanket, I could use a wool blanket as to insulate the back. But just to be honest, I'm not trying to live in my car for the rest of my life. I gotta get the money together, and I gotta get the money together and go to Little Rock. That's what I gotta do. I don't know when that's gonna take, because start saving up a little bit of money. Insurance is due, gotta pay it. Phone bills due, gotta pay it. Gotta buy gas, you know. I mean, it looks like I'm spending a lot of money on groceries because I'm eating out, but I'm not really spending that much money on groceries. Where I'm spending a lot of money is on the phone bill. It's like the biggest, stupidest bill I've got right now, and I just can't fix it. I've got 4 lines. One was the internet line, internet router line. The other one was a home line. I quit using both of them. But those are on contracts, and they won't cut them off without a $150 cut-off fee. So I got those 2. That's $300. You know, I need $300 to cut them both off. But it don't really save me no money. It's like $20 each. So that's $40 off the bill. The part that really would save me a lot of money, and absolutely a lot of money, is the other phone line that I had, because that phone quit. That phone went out. So I can't replace it. They wouldn't let me replace it. They know what they're doing. They're a phone company, and that's how they make their money. They make their money on selling you stuff. They don't make your money. They don't make no money on accommodating your needs. No. So what I had to do is I had to get another phone line with a phone that was basically free. I needed $45, and I still had the pawn tools to get that. So anyway, now I got four phone lines. 4. One of them that I know I don't need is $90 a month or thereabouts. For me to cut that line off, there's no contract, but for me to cut that line off, I had to pay off the phone, the very first phone on that line. That phone I still owe $500 and some on. The second phone that they sold me on that line, the quote replacement phone, because they couldn't fix the first one because I cracked the screen. That phone went out, so now I'm paying for a phone I haven't had for nearly a year. And I'm carrying a line because I can't pay it off. So I've got 4 lines. 2 of them are easy to cut off. I mean, just walk in there with $300 and say, "Here, I want them lines cut off now." You know, but I don't need them. You know, and like I said, it's only going to save me $40. The one that saves me the most money is that other phone line, that $90 phone line. That's the one that needs like almost $600 to pay it off. All I can do is just keep throwing that $250 or whatever it is per month on that stupid phone bill. And I know I could just walk away and get another phone with another company, and then get to Arkansas and that phone won't work. So then I have to do it all over again. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves in all my life. In the last 10 years, I bet you I've had 30 or 40 phone numbers because of that very same reason. I can't afford the phone bill, so I walk away from it. I have to have a phone, so I get into another phone. Then I decide, okay, I can pay the other bill off, so I pay it off. And then I've got another brick in my hand that I can't use, that I don't need. I got like 2 flip phones. I threw one of them away, I think. I know I got one still left in the house somewhere, but I don't need them. And so there I am, you know. There's no easy solutions to being poor.